Welcome everyone to Vested Interest. This is Shane and we are going to cover a portfolio update. Guys, today we're going to look at what we did for the week, the additions we made. We added $1,133 to the portfolio, so we'll look at those additions. And as it says, we did pass over that six-figure portfolio amount. Celebration time. Come on, let's celebrate. They say the first 100,000 guys is the hardest, and then after that it gets a whole lot easier. So I'm going to take a minute to celebrate. We started this portfolio last year around this same time, and we've crossed over that $100,000 amount in about a year. So I'm really proud of the accomplishment. I'm proud of what we've done in the portfolio. We're going to keep on pressing forward, and hopefully the next 100,000 doesn't take us quite a year. That would be the goal. But let's look at what we're doing in the portfolio, guys. And if you like content like this, we cover dividends, dividend investing, my dividend portfolio. I go over weekly updates. These come out every Sunday. So I'll show you what I'm buying for the week. It's going to cover exactly what I buy. I do a stock of the day lately with any stocks that I feel are undervalued. I started in stocks in my portfolio. Some of these you'll have seen I covered over the last couple weeks. So as we said, let's look what we did for the week. And on March 14th, we started out, we actually had $74.81 to work with, and that was actually posted from some dividends that paid from companies that we sold out of in the last couple of weeks to reinvest back into some more core positions as we build those out and try to get to 100 or more shares. We've talked about that in other videos. If you haven't seen those, guys, consider checking those out on the channel. And then with that 74.81 on March 14th, we picked up 2 shares of Omega Healthcare Investors. This is a REIT, ticker OHI. We picked them up for $29.28 per share. And we also picked up 3 shares of Kinross Gold Corp. This is a mining company, guys, in the materials sector, and it's ticker KGC. I know a lot of people don't pay attention to the mining sector, but it is one with the commodity prices going up. EVs, gold typically goes up in times of inflation, recessions, that. So I'm adding a little bit in the mining sector. Kinross Gold is one of those. It's also pulled back in my portfolio, as well as Omega Healthcare Investors. So that's also why I'm adding to that position. So that was the activity for March 14th. We went back to work in the portfolio on March 17th. We added $1,059.09 to the portfolio. And with those funds, we bought 4 more shares of 3M Company, ticker MMM. This is in the industrial sector. We picked those up for $144.78. And I think it's even come up since March 17th. I think it's sitting around 147, 148. And if you've been watching the videos lately, guys, 3M is a company that I covered in my stock to watch, stock of the day this week. In my opinion, right now 3M is over a 4% yield, which for that company is historically high, and this is undervalued in my opinion. And I'll continue to add. I think I'm over 40 shares here now. I'd love to get this to 100 shares as well. It's becoming a significant portion of my portfolio, as is AT&T, ticker T. We added 10 more shares at $22.98, guys, and same thing. There's a couple things I like about AT&T right now. One, they've pulled back significantly below where I started purchasing them. I'm in the $24 range, so at $22.98, they are below what my cost basis is. And 2, they are doing a spin-off here of their Warner Media service, so that will be another company you'll get stocks in if you own AT&T. And what the spinoff it will be is for every 4 shares of AT&T you own, you'll get 1 share of the new company. Now, I don't believe the new company is going to be paying dividends, and AT&T's dividend is going to be cut in about half. I think it's going to be around the 4.2 to 4.4% dividend yield whenever it's all said and done. But you will have those shares of the other company, so hopefully it benefits both. And usually post-spinoff companies do pretty well and show some appreciation. I know I had some last year that did just that. DTE spun off DT, their midstream, and both of those companies have since seen 20 to 50% appreciation. Now, I'm not saying that's what's going to happen with AT&T. I'm just saying that is what happened with the other spinoffs that I've been involved in. Some other spinoffs I've had as well, where I've sold the company after they spun it off and reinvested those. O Realty was one last year that spun off. I sold out of their the spinoff that I got the shares in, and actually just reinvested those back into O. So that's always an option as well. We also added 4 more shares to Verizon Communications, ticker VZ, at $52.25. Again, this is one that continues to pull back, so I continue to add. I am over 100 shares here, so this has also become a very significant portion of my portfolio. I'd like to keep everything below 5%, but 3M and Verizon are sneaking up there to that 5% range. So, but it's hard to not continue to add whenever they're below. I think my cost base is around $54 per share, and at $52.25, it's below that. So I like to add where I can, where there's value, and where it lowers my cost basis and increases my yield. We also added 2 more shares of Huntington Bank shares, ticker HBAN, and at $14.95. This is out of the financial sector. Verizon is out of the communication sector. AT&T also out of the communication sector, if I didn't mention that. And Huntington Bank shares, ticker HBAN, out of the financial sector at $14.95 is below my cost basis. I think I'm around $15.40 per share there. So this was also a high yielder, above 4%, so I like that as well. And then we added, had a little bit of funds left, so we added 2 more shares of Kinross Gold Corp, ticker KGC, at $5.67 on March 17th. And that's what we did with the $1,059.09. Guys, if you like content like this, consider subscribing to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you're notified whenever we put out new videos. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you don't like it, show me that too. Hit the thumbs down. Share with anyone you think that might find value in the content, and drop a comment. Let me know what's going on with your portfolios. I know this week we saw a lot of green, which I believe was part of the reason we were able to get over that 100,000 hump. To me, guys, I know it's funny to say, but I actually like the red days and the red weeks, because then I can add to my positions at significantly lower prices. As they go up, it's harder for me to justify adding, especially when they jump by 10, 20%, 15%. They start getting out of what I feel is fair value. But there are some that are still 3M, AT&T, Verizon, Huntington Bank shares still in that, and even Kinross Gold still in that value range. There's others as well. Whirlpool is one that I'd really love to get into. I'm building out some of my other positions right now. Target is one I'm really watching. Another one is Starbucks. If you guys are interested in Starbucks, I'd wait for it to get back down in the 70 range, even high 60s if you could. Again, it gets over 2.5% in yield. That's real great for Starbucks, historically speaking. And the 2 big ones, obviously, Apple, I'd love to see back down in the 120 range, and Microsoft around 200. I'd be interested again. Now, a quick overview of the portfolio in general, guys. Again, like we said earlier, over 100,000, we hit $101,627.07 as of the end of business on Friday. I think that's the 16th. The dividend yield is at 4.33%. The annual dividend income has jumped up to $4,400.87. And if we're looking at the communication sector, we're at 9.67%. Consumer discretionary 3.67%, consumer staples sitting at 9.59% of the portfolio, energy is at 10.61%, financials at 8.56%, healthcare 12.14%, industrials 12.62%, technology sitting at 10.67%, materials at 7.14%, utilities at 5.34%. I might look to add here, but guys, this is again, utilities in the energy sector the energy sector are 2 areas that have really jumped up over here the last 6 to 9 months, even the last year. So it's hard for me again to justify when they've jumped. Chevron and ExxonMobil, for example, in the energy sector, EPD and Enbridge and some utilities have really gone up, and it's really hard for me to justify adding to those positions right now. So I'm looking for some dips. Hopefully they come back down to reasonable valuations. And then the utility sectors at 10%, or I'm sorry, REITs and real estate at 10% to round it out. And this is one I'm adding to as well. Store Capital still seems to be undervalued. Realty made the stock of the day this week as well. So those are some areas you might look at. REITs and real estates is one I'm watching. Some in the industrial sector. You can find deals out there, guys. Just got to keep looking for them. And with that said, guys, that's the end of this video. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate everyone who's checked out the videos recently. It looks like the stock pick of the day series is going well. Seems to be a lot of interest in that. So I'll continue to do that Monday through Thursday. I don't do it on Fridays. 1, I spend some extra time with my family, and 2, the market's closed on the weekends. So there's not much you can do, even if there was a stock that you wanted to look at, till Monday morning. So should be doing some research on the weekends yourself. Appreciate everyone stopping by. As always, appreciate you stopping by. And if you haven't done so already, don't forget to show me some love. Hit that thumbs up, ring the notification bell, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think. I do personally read and respond to the comments, and I'm always interested to read your questions and or opinions. If there's topics you want me to cover, do that as well. Drop them down there below. Let me know what's going on with your portfolio. And this is Shane signing off, wishing peace and prosperity to you and yours. And remember, financial security comes to those who take a vested interest. Hey, we'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for stopping by. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing in this presentation should be considered financial advice. I am only sharing my opinion and investing journey for educational and entertainment purposes. Investing involves risk. You can lose money and should never invest any amount you are not comfortable losing. Always do your own research and invest based on your situation, circumstances, and selected criteria, or seek the advice and counsel of a certified financial advisor.